Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this Destiny tutorial, joined here by your host, Chronic. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you the last verdict shotgun. It's a legendary shotgun. It's the shotgun that I use the most, and I got to say it is one of the best shotguns in the entire game. I haven't used any of the other like legendary or exotic shotguns, but this one just nails the cake about all of the abilities that it has. It's just so amazing. Now, there's two main things that make this thing the most amazing gun that I've ever had. The first one being is that it goes into full auto mode. Now, this may not sound like the best part about it, but what you guys have to realize is that it actually just makes the fire rate just insanely better. Normally, the fire rate on this gun is kind of around average, but when you make it fully auto, it makes the fire rate go twice as fast. Even if it doesn't tell you in the stats, it actually makes your fire rate like twice as much, as well as the fact that you can hold on the trigger and keep on shooting. But for the most part, it just makes it so it fires twice as fast, which is absolutely insane. Another cool thing about it is it has 6 shells in a clip, which is a pretty cool thing, especially when you're firing as fast as you are. And the other upgrade that I had to mention is that the fact that you get almost an extra third of range with one of the upgrades, which is insane and epically awesome, especially in multiplayer. You definitely need that extra range and the extra fire rate. Putting those two down together is just an insane combo. Another note is that it does arc damage, so that's a really cool thing, especially when you have arc shields to deal with. You just jump in there, hit the Minotaur with some arc damage or one of those other guys, and you just absolutely wreck their shields, absolutely destroy them, which is pretty cool. The reload's pretty average in that sense, but it's just a really cool overall damage. Another one of the upgrades is that the last shot in the clip actually does bonus damage, so you can use a strategy where you only keep one shot in the clip at a time, and you can just shoot it off and then reload, shoot it off and reload. But again, the fact that this thing has such fast fire rate, I never end up doing this. If I do have a very small amount of clips or amount of shots left, I might do this just for an extra damage boost, and it does make it like twice as much damage, which is pretty insane. And the last upgrades that it's pretty cool is that it actually does a lot more damage to the oracles in the Vault of Glass, which is where I got it in the Vault of Glass. I'm gonna assume it's a Vault of Glass type of weapon, and you can only get it in that area just because the fact that it has Vault of Glass upgrades, and that just proves and goes to show that it can only be found in the Vault of Glass. I've not seen otherwise, but maybe it can drop in other places, but it is designated for a Vault of Glass type of thing because you can kill oracles in like basically one shot with this upgrade. Other than that, they're pretty standard upgrades, you know, damage, agility, the range and accuracy. The one thing I have to say about this gun that it is not the best at is the fact that its stability is nowhere. You shoot a shot, you're going to be looking up at least like 20 degrees, and that may not sound like a lot, but compared to where you were looking, you're probably looking pretty high. 20 degrees is probably a low number. I'd say about like 30 to 40 degrees, because you start to look almost straight up at the sky at that point. Definitely a 40-degree angle on it, so it's definitely a hard thing. So if you can just control that recoil and you know that where the second shot is and you're fast about it, and especially when you're on a boss, it doesn't really matter. Other than that, this gun is just the most amazing gun I've ever had, and I use it all the time. You know, my exotic fusion rifle just go to hell, because this shotgun is the most amazing thing, and I absolutely wreck Minotaurs with it, and I have so much fun with it. Other than that, there's not really that much to talk about. I mean, the upgrades are pretty standard, but this is just really awesome. It has that full auto, makes it super fast fire rate, and it's just super awesome gun overall, and I love it. There's nothing more to it. It's one of the most amazing guns I have, and I have to compare it to some other guns. I'd say it's pretty much the gun that I use to kill the most. That's pretty much the video for you guys today. If you did like it, leave a like down below. It really helps the channel out, as well as let me know in the comments down below what kind of other weapons you'd like to see from me. Obviously, I can't go get all of them, but sometimes I like to get the ones from the Xur and show you guys. But let me know what kind of weapons you want to see from me in the future. Maybe if you saw something on my person you wanted to know about, like the Plan C or the Helm of Innermost Light. Let me know if you guys want to see more of these videos in the comments down below. But anyways, I've been your host, Chronic, and I'll see you guys on the next video.